You wouldn't believe it, but some people actually called us and threatened us and told us that we should stop talking about these things.
Worst thing is, it wasn't threats or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was the most patronizing call ever.
Yeah. I would love to have these people on this podcast to have a discussion. Me and Vitagen realized that if we're going to be told not to talk about it, that's when we should actually talk about it more.
I'll probably spit in the person's face. That's assault.
If I was told, not to enter something,
I'll strip my clothes off and I'll stand there in the middle. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Your clothes off?
And I'll go there and money out of it. Especially you.
Yeah, I'm beeping the fuck out of that. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Talking Too Much. You are back with Julian and our boy Vitagen. King Vitagen.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. You're retired. All right,
Prince.
Cool. And and behind the camera, we've got Proddy Y waving, telling us to mention him. So we've got Proddy Y.
One day you will join us, bro, on this table. But
Not yet, though.
Right now, you're down there and we're up here.
What do you mean down there?
What do you mean by that? What do you mean he's down there?
Because in society, some people are supposed to be high.
Okay.
Some people are supposed to be low.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Based on what?
I'm just joking, guys. But it's a good segue into talking about
Today's topic,
which is caste. And do you want to quickly tell people why we're talking about caste?
So, obviously, when we started talking too much, our first episode, if you go back, if you still haven't seen it, make sure you watch it. Our first episode was based on caste discrimination. And we got a good amount of views for our first episode.
Yeah.
And not only did we get a lot of positive comments, we obviously got a few negative comments. And you wouldn't believe it, but some people actually called us and threatened us and told us that we should stop talking about these things. And to make it even worse, these are people from like our local ends, like our local area.
People we know.
People in London, people we actually know of and stuff.
People
They're not strangers.
People we've met before.
Which
makes it worse. And
exactly, that makes it worse.
The worst thing is, it wasn't threats or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was the most patronizing call ever. It's a threat, but also in a way, like, if you don't do it, it's going to be difficult for you in the future.
Exactly.
But what do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah.
Right.
Another thing was, not only that, a fake account was opened against me.
Yeah.
Remember, it was like an account was made against me, and it brought up all this old stuff from me and saying like, oh, Julian speaks about all this bullshit, yeah?
Yeah.
And
but it wasn't even bad stuff.
It wasn't even bad, but they tried to make it look bad.
Yeah.
And another thing was that page, eventually we start seeing a thing where they would take the piss out of people like Ambedkar, Periyar and things like that. And which was very obvious there was like an upper caste person running this page.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at that.
Yeah.
I'm laughing at how we found out who the person was.
Yeah.
Very local to me.
Yeah. So
Should I say it?
Alright, cool, we're cutting the addresses out and shit. But nah, the point is, the thing is like, fair enough, they have their own views, all right? Everyone's entitled to their own views, own opinions and stuff, yeah? But if you strongly believe in something, like for example us, we're strongly against the caste system. Yeah. Hence why we started talking too much with that episode. Yeah. So even if we're wrong, we're ready to talk about things here. Yeah. So we might be wrong, but we're gonna learn by talking about people calling us out.
It's a learning process.
Yeah. So if you are someone who strongly believe in the caste system and think it should be out there, like it should be a thing, like the guys who called us and told us to stop, why can't they just do it from a real account? That's my question.
Yeah.
Why, like, there's nothing wrong in you having that belief. I mean, there is a lot, but as in like, this is your belief, yeah? And if you're so strong about these beliefs, why are you not using your account to call me out?
Because deep down they know
it's wrong. They know they're discriminating someone. And another thing is, I would love to have these people on this podcast to have a discussion. Not like, let's hear each other out. Maybe you might say something that's going to make me think like, oh shit, this makes a little bit of sense.
Oh, yeah.
But it will never make sense, but there might be something.
No, because we want to we want to know what's going through your head in your brain. What is going on inside there.
I feel like maybe they need to hear other people's point of view more, because one thing about people who discriminate people, this could be caste, race, gender, whatever it is, they're very like, they're not ready to hear other people. They don't want to hear how you're being discriminated. That's why they never come out of their bubble.
Because why should we jeopardize our privilege?
Exactly.
Let's keep up there, because we know we're up there. Let's stay up there. Let's not make anything,
Because we had those experiences and because we've been told not to do it, me and Vitagen had the discussion afterwards and we realized, you know what? In life, or in this world, when people keep telling you not to do something, like this is even in history, this has been the case. Whenever like big people, like memorable people have tried to say something that's out of the norm or something, or that's kind of going against the system, they've always been told to stop talking about those things. They've always been kind of shut down. Like for example, nowadays social media's version of shutting down is shadow banning. So another version of shadow banning is like fucking calling us and telling us stop talking about this. Me and Vitagen realized that if we're gonna be told not to talk about it, that's when we should actually talk about it more. Because it's a sign. It's a why are you interrupting me?
Say the word.
No, I'm joking. So it's what's the word? Say it.
Resistance.
See, I wouldn't have said it.
I thought you were gonna say it.
No.
Okay.
The main thing that we heard on that phone call, and from few others, was that, guys, why did you guys keep talking about the caste system when it's more of an India thing? First of all, they said it doesn't happen in Ulam, and it doesn't happen abroad, so it's an India thing. My thing was that, first of all, even if it is just an India thing, we can still speak about it because people are being affected by it. So I don't care if I'm in England or China or wherever.
We don't pick and choose struggles, right?
We don't pick and choose struggles, and we don't do something based on what affects us.
No.
There are issues we spoke about on this podcast, like Palestine, let's say. It doesn't affect us, but it's affecting someone. So we want to use our platform to talk about it.
We are the voice for the voiceless.
Hopefully that's the goal with this podcast, as well as fun and entertainment. 2, it's not just an India thing. I've heard many stories.
It happens in the UK. It happens back home till this day.
Yeah, maybe you've always been stuck in that same privileged group that you've never heard other people's views and opinions.
It doesn't affect you. Prior to this episode, I think a couple of weeks ago now, we put out a little post on our Talking Too Much platforms. Instagram handle, sorry. So if you're not following Talking Too Much, we'll be right here. Go follow us on that and go spam all the posts and whatnot. We put up a link, anonymous link thing where you can like write in and basically stay anonymous. And what we did was we asked people if they had faced any discrimination based on caste in their lives, or if they witnessed anything. And the feedback was crazy. We got quite a few things, but I don't think we have enough time to go over all of them. But I have at least 30, 40. How many did you get?
I got a good like 15, 20, I would say. I think I got like 4 DMs, and one of the DMs actually just came through this morning, and he specifically said, feel free to use my name and where I'm from and everything.
Cool. We want to say thank you to you guys because you have helped us make this episode even doable, because without your input, we wouldn't be able to sit here and read it out.
And again, just to remind you guys, we're not just using people's stories for views or numbers or something.
No.
Like we said at the start of this episode, the whole point is to prove to everyone that casteism does still exist.
Making people aware of it,
Making people aware of it. And so I think we'll just get straight into the stories.
Well, shall we just read them out and discuss them?
Yeah, we'll discuss them. Do you want to start with one of them?
I can start with one, okay, so the first one. My friend went to Kovil with her future husband. An old Tamil lady said he's not allowed to enter the Kovil because of his caste. This happened in Germany. If she said to me, I would say, "Vaya muredi, ni yaru solradhukku." Kovil is for everybody. So basically, a lady, a married couple went to the temple, and apparently the husband wasn't allowed into the temple based on his caste. This happened in Germany.
Shit, does that happen?
No, so basically he's talking about her friend and her friend's husband that went to the temple. And then she's saying how she would have reacted. So she
but does that happen?
It happens.
Here, bro.
I don't think it happens. I feel like...
someone's telling us it happened.
I know. I feel like people think it, but I don't think people are brave enough to actually say it. No.
But then clearly someone said it.
I mean, it's in Germany, so where are you? Have you got a coin in the fucking sticks, like in the forest or what?
Jeez, bro.
No,
but fuck.
Germany as well. I thought Germany was very, I mean, they have a history of like,
You guys will be surprised there, or maybe not surprised. But you know what I've realized? Majority of these stories that are really fucked up in my inbox are from Switzerland. I saw a correlation, bro. I was like, how comes everyone's like, all these mad stories, they will end it with, we're from Switzerland. I'm like, the fuck?
I mean, this one is just a neighboring country, Germany. But so what do you think about that? You're not being allowed to go to temple?
I knew this exists, obviously. That's one of the main things about casteism.
Yeah, it's always happened.
Yeah, but I just never knew it was a thing like in European countries. Because I swear everyone just goes temple like that.
And also, I swear...
Like, I've been temple. They haven't asked anything. I went with my... Like, I'm not even Hindu. Do you get it? So if I'm not even Hindu and can go in, how do they know what you are and shit?
True. Unless the gentleman who was told not to go unless they already know him and knows what caste he belongs to, what caste he belongs to. So maybe the lady said you can't come in because you belong to this caste. But then again, you know what's funny? Yeah, the most temples that are built here, like in the outside India and back home, they're not built by Brahmins. They're not built by Brahmins.
As in the actual building work you're talking about?
The people that actually probably get a plot of land and maintain the temple and service and all that, they're not Brahmins. They may be of privileged caste, but they're not thing. And the funny thing is, these privileged caste members, who deny access for other people, they were once also not allowed in the temples. I don't know where the fuck they're getting that information from. I'll probably spit in the person's face. That's assault.
If I was told, not to enter something, especially a religious place that's meant to give me peace.
let me be the lady. Cool. What's her name? The old lady, Well, how's your reaction laughing, bro?
Wait, let me come in. Hold up. Well, let me go pray today. I'm very excited to go to temple, man. Very peaceful place.
Hello.
Oh, vanakkam.
Hello. This is your wife?
Yeah.
Okay, she allowed,
Wait, why? Oh, is it no men allowed today or something?
No. You're low caste.
Huh?
I know your parents, they're low caste. Okay, this is not a fair joke. No, so what we just demonstrated here is me being the lady saying he can't come in. But bro, I think I would have just laughed if she told me I can't come in.
I would legit, genuinely get pissed.
Is it?
I wouldn't I'll get vexed.
I'll react in two different ways, First of all, I'll be like, oh, thank God I don't have to go today. I'll just stay outside. And secondly, I'll be like, if I know the reason why, I'll be like, no. I'll go in there
purposely,
and I'll strip my clothes off and I'll stand there in the middle. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Your clothes off?
And I'll go there and money out to him. No, if that happened to me,
money? Coin money?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, once I went to the temple when I was a lot younger, And then the ayar was busy doing something. There was a big puja day, And then they gave the money to me to do it, And you have to do like ding, ding, ding. And the money, is the actual bell thing itself, I don't know the mechanics behind it, but every time I did it, it kept spinning around the thing.
Okay.
So ding, ding, and everyone's staring at me, and I was like, I'm not used to doing the ding, ding, right? So the ayar does a ding, 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 ding. They got the motion, right?
So like,
and every time I do it, it goes ding, and then it spins around. Ding. I just thought I'd share that. So I have done ayar duty before, to be fair.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Big man, yeah? Okay, so this story, it's a very small one.
I feel like you got all the fucked up ones.
No. But I got a feeling this specific one, I think it's just a coincidence and they took it the wrong way. I'll tell you why,
Okay.
So I was at a tuition many years back with a Brahmin student. We had a special pre-exam session, which went on for a few hours. So our kind tutor made us tea. When she brought it, I had a standard mug and he had a silver tumbler. Literally the Parental scene. The reason I think this is just a coincidence is because, as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, back in the day, tumbler was given to the lower caste people because of the shape it is. You can sky it easily, so it doesn't touch your mouth.
Show the camera how you sky it.
Like that, dickhead. You wanted me to do that, So from my knowledge. The reason it's shaped like that.
Oh yeah, they get either they get the plasticware or they get like the silver.
The silver tumbler, I think it was made so you can sky it, so your lips don't have to touch. So what she's saying is that
imagine making cutlery easier for lower caste people to use.
That's fucked. No, not easier, so they don't touch. That's why it is.
But still, though, it's mad.
But I might be wrong. I'm sure I saw a video like that once where they explain why the caste is the reason behind the tumbler and stuff. But that's what I'm saying. This specific story says I had a standard mug. He had a silver tumbler. He is a Brahmin student. So I think this is literally a coincidence.
But if you went tuition, you must have been fairly young.
Yeah. But I think it's something you think about when you're older, maybe.
If you're young and I think it was just a miscommunication. Maybe she didn't watch everything and she just decided to bring it on.
I got a feeling it still happens like in European countries with upper caste people, privileged caste people. I think they probably have specific cutleries for different. I can
No,
see it
it
happening.
happened
I'm not
because
gonna lie.
I when I used to work in KFC, I had this guy, like really good friend, one of my best friends. Yeah, he used to work with me, and he's still my best friend to this day. And he was telling me that what do you call it? That when because he's from like Jaffna, like hardcore Jaffna. You know, Jaffna, Yalpana people. They're known. They're known for their ruthless behavior towards local. They always diss other people from different cities back home, and they're also known to be like very like caste orientated, like their caste is best. And I wouldn't necessarily say they look at them as the biggest, but they look as their caste as the best sort of thing, which automatically put you up there anyways. So he would say that his school friends, because I think because he's fairly young, he's like late 30s, sorry. So he's fairly young. So by the time he went to school and stuff, there wasn't much. I think Tigers were around back then. LTT was there back then. So obviously they didn't allow any of this to happen, right? So he would say, but even then, his grandma, when he would bring all his friends back from school, his grandma wouldn't let certain guys in because she knew they were of a lower cost. And then she would like make them stay outside while the others go in and drink water, and they would go and join. And these kids would automatically know to stay outside. They would know, this is my best friend. I'm going to his house, but I'm not allowed because his parents think I'm a lower caste, and I'm not allowed to go in there. So I'm just gonna wait outside while they get to drink water, and now they can come out again and we can play again. You know how fucked up that is, and the fact that they know to do that is just engraved in their brain.
Fucking hell, bro.
And this is in Jaffna, by the way. I'm from
like recent times. All these stories.
He told me this story like 2-3 years ago, probably.
I mean, still recent.
Yeah, recent, and he's like 35, 36 now. So this must have happened like 20 years ago. But even then, 20 years ago, but that's fucked.
Long,
yeah, and the thing is, it's sad that if you do belong to like such an like an underprivileged caste, the fact that you just know yourself. That I don't want to go. I'm not allowed. I'll just stay out here.
And
it's sad that it's gotten to that point.
That's how a lot of
they feed on that, by the way. People are high privileged. They feed on that shit. They like the fact that, you know what, they're powerless.
That's how they end up having. A lot of them end up having a lot of low self-esteem.
Of course. It probably
because you grow up feeling like you don't belong in certain places. So you start automatically feeling like, oh no, I don't want to do this. I can't do this. I'm not able to do this because this is all I can do, kind of thing.
Back at university, I became really good friends with a girl who was a couple years older than me. Oh, I'm joking. I remember having a random conversation about caste, and she told me that her mom would not welcome anybody who was of a lower caste, even if they were close uni friends.
Oh shit!
Does that ring a bell to you?
I've heard stories. Oh, okay, yeah.
I think we've mentioned it here before.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, but like so. The mom, what a bitch.
Fucking hell, bro.
What a bitch.
Yeah, big time.
And the thing is, these are just moms we see on a daily.
Yeah, bro.
But it could be my mom. Luckily, my mom is not like that.
Yeah.
And I know your mom's not like that either. Because I swear to God, everyone can just come and stay in your house. Even our producer stayed there once.
even our producer.
Because he's a bit... I'm joking. I love you, Ian, again. His government name.
Proddy Way.
We love you. We love you. Nah, but it's fuck. And like, remember when... we went to a mate's house.
Is that the story finished?
Yeah, that's it, man.
Okay.
It's reminding me of a story quickly. Remember, we went to a mate's house, really good friends of ours.
Yeah.
And then his mom, later after we chilled and asked him personally, no, she didn't say yo, but she was like, oh, you know those two boys, Julia Vitagen, what caste are they from? And then he said he doesn't know because we don't go around telling people because we don't know either.
Yeah.
And then he must have been like, I don't know. And he was like, why? And she said, no, because they speak really well Tamil, really good Tamil. Yeah. So because we speak really good Tamil, they associate us with the lower caste. There's nothing wrong with being from a lower caste, but how is that your go-to? How do you decide something based on the language you speak?
But for me, that's not even the point. The fact that she even asked, it's mad. And this is another thing I wanted to talk about. The fact that, you know how you said it could... The story you said, it's just any mom, innit? Yeah. This is why I wanted to talk about the fact that we talk about these things, There's probably let's say 1,000 people watching this podcast, Out of those thousands, I bet you any money, a good 70% of them know that their moms and dads talk like that 100%. At home. And you know how fucked that is.
Yeah. Even if they know what caste you are, they wouldn't necessarily be rude to you. Think, you should die, you should do this.
No.
But it's engraved in their vocabulary. When they want to diss someone or when they want to tell someone off. It's just in there, so normal. But we've done a thing on it, like the whole they're using specific caste names to put down a whole
people.
fucking community, which is fucked up. And like you said, me and you, we said on the other part, if you want to go back and watch that one, people use it like it's completely normal. Say the word Punday, if you want to, but why are you adding these unnecessary little caste names on top of it? Because it's just degradative as fuck. I'm not sure if someone called me something Punday. I don't know how I take that. That's fucked.
Yeah. These are people you bump into. These are people you walk past. These are people that talk to you normally. But when you're not around their household, in their house, dissing lower caste or different castes is a normal thing. The fact that it's normal, like, it's weird for me because in my house it's never been normal. Do you get it? When I was young, the reason I didn't realize is because people wouldn't openly say it. As I get older, a lot of friends openly say it because they don't respect it themselves. So they're saying, you know, like, my parents say this, my siblings say this about caste. And then it mind fucks me the fact that in this generation, in this day and age, in these countries, there's parents still dissing people like that.
Yeah. And the thing is, at the end of the day, like, let's just a humble request to anyone out there. If you see your parents or your siblings or someone that you know use these terms to degrade people, it could be for the funniest thing.
Also, not only terms, but just looking down on people.
Just looking down on people. But I'm saying, like, also the fact that don't do it because it's fucked up, and I want you to catch people out, because I've catched my own relatives out. Well, not my direct family, but I've had relatives come and say stuff like that, and they think it's a closed environment because obviously it's not going to get out there. But I'm like, don't say that. Don't say stupid stuff like that. And they know, because it's gotten to a point where even you get this as well all the time. You tell me, like, certain friends that of people, associates that we know through like a podcast, like social media and stuff. They are very limited to the way they speak to us because they're constantly scared that we're gonna catch them out. And that's a good thing, in my opinion. That's a really good thing
100%.
because you should be afraid to say stupid things like that. So that's a good thing. But then again, people also, it might be fake in the moment, but at least they're not saying the derogatory term anymore,
in front of you,
which is the aim at the end of the day. So it's good. It's good. And so if your mom or your dad says that,
talk to them, bro.
Tell them,
how old are you? Like, if you're a kid, it's different. But you're a fucking fully grown man or woman or whatever, fucking... Like,
especially you.
Yeah, I'm beeping the fuck out of that. Not only am I beeping that out, I have to hide your mouth because this guy properly said the names and the address of a guy who's extremely casteist in London. But anyways, that's not the point. What I was saying is, there's a difference between respecting your parents and nodding your head to whatever the fuck they say. I have respect for my mother. However, if she says something extremely stupid about someone, I always correct her. If she ever says anything that's she didn't know or something, I will tell her, look, things have changed. You're not meant to still speak like that. And she will understand and she learns. Do you get it?
To be fair though, you might be afraid to confront them, but at the end of the day, me as a parent, if I said something, and my daughter comes up to me like, Dad, you can't say that. That's a bad word. I'll be mad proud. I'm like, I'm happy my son is learning.
Yeah, but that's you though. You know, some parents will be like, shut the fuck up, you're young. Like,
and then they get the same treatment.
Yeah. So someone messaged me. I really like this one because most of the stories we got are about things that people have been through, like where they've been discriminated. This one's a good one because they're talking about when they saw their mom discriminate a different caste person kind of thing.
Really? Okay.
So, sort of. So it's like, so I met
it helps them what we just talked about now.
So I met a lovely guy on Hinge. He brought up caste himself, informing me that Listen.
As you know, guys, Pretty White is on Hinge right now officially. Go check him out. Tinder, Moose Match, everything coming soon. And Deal Meal.
Yeah, just a quick little thing. Our guy Pretty White in the background. He is looking to get married soon.
Yeah.
Come on.
No. Let's start off by getting him into a relationship.
Yeah.
Make that work. And then get married.
So we've been telling him to get on apps and shit, dating apps. However, if you're watching
But you know what? He put caste in his bio.
You dickhead. You fucking dickhead.
He didn't know. Pretty White is a lovely guy. I really want you guys to see him one day on camera. But check him out.
Yeah. We'll put his link. You can check his Instagram. I'll DM him if you want to. But anyways, let me get to the story.
Sorry.
I met a lovely guy on Hinge. He brought up caste himself, informing me that he was a lower caste and asking if that's going to be an issue.
Hold up, pause. Okay, no. I'll come back to that later,
It sucks, but I said yes because of how my parents are. He was actually so cute and he would have been the love of my life. What was sad though is that he has accomplished so much and he felt the need to tell me everything to prove his worth. This is another thing. You know, the fact that like,
That's
okay,
sad.
wait, let me finish and then I'll go into it. I told my mom, but she was too busy saying Jadi matters, this and that and stuff. And then she thought, here goes my potential husband. And then I was like, because this is someone who I actually know, right? So I replied saying, just marry him. Yeah. If your parents have a valid reason not to marry someone, for example, the guy's a fucking coke addict, alcoholic, abusive. I've heard all these stories, or even like he's not ambitious, he's not making money, he's playing around or whatever. I get it. As a parent, you want the best for your child, 100%. Yeah. You definitely want the best for them. But if their only reason is caste, and if they're looking past the fact that he's well educated, has accomplished a lot of things, actually said, and if none of that matters, stable, but it's just because of the cost, then I promise you, I'll tell you guys, yeah, fuck it, just marry them. Fuck it. Because you're the one who's going to live the rest of your life, not your parents. Your parents are not going to fucking live with this guy or girl. It's you. There's two parts to life, bro. There's one, obviously, with your parents and stuff. And I think the next part is with your wife and kids, pretty much forever. Be
a bit selfish and think about you now.
It's forever. Some of you might think this is wrong advice, but this is what I would tell to people around me all the time, that if you know this person, like, obviously make a mature decision. Don't fucking run after any dickhead and say, oh, I'm gonna marry him, like, or her. But if he's a good guy and if a good person, and if caste is the only reason your parents are saying no because of caste
or religion,
then I would say just tell them to shut the fuck up and you gotta do what you gotta do, because
what
it's
if
your
they
life.
have the finances to make this wedding happen?
Do a small wedding, bro. Fuck it. If you love the person, if you want to be with
I'm not
them,
saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying put it out there.
So when I said just marry him, she said, wait. Yeah, she just said, yeah, honestly, I think it's gonna get to the point where I'm not gonna give up fuck one day, basically. But
fuck them.
Yeah, like she will kind of go against it eventually one day, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my thing, man. Like,
but it's so sad that you have to, because
prove yourself. Bit.
You know, it's so the struggle this person is going through. Yeah, it's good in a way. You know why? It's not good. It's good it's good for her personally.
Yeah.
Because now she's actually forgetting the fact that he's of a lower caste. She's just thinking of him as her potential person, just right, whatever, her boyfriend or whatever. But without her realizing, she's actually standing up for a lot of people like him.
Who?
This lady, the girl that's going against her parents.
She still hasn't gone against it.
But if she does,
if you're watching this, I hope you do. I hope you do.
But also, like you said, from whatever you read, she's got everything right. She goes, he's so cute, being one thing. He's smart. He's ticking all the boxes. And the thing is, him being from that sort of background, let's put it background, has accomplished something in life. There's nothing bigger than that.
Yeah.
So to the other gentleman, if he sees this, which you might not, if you can't get her, there's plenty out there. But you need to remember that the fact that this girl even knows that what her parents are doing is wrong, it should tell you a lot about the girl. So I think they'll be very good together. And if they carry on doing what they're doing and end up getting married eventually,
I don't think she talks to him anymore. I don't think she talks to him anymore.
Oh, really?
I think she just cut it off like that.
Yeah, but you know what it is?
You know
what it is, At the end of the day, it's like she's going to have to live her life. If she wants to be part of a family as well, she's going to end up living her life defending the fuck out of him. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that could be tiring at the end of the day.
Yeah. Even though I said marry the guy, go against your parents, it does come with a lot, like a lot. Oh, yeah. Like, for example, one thing is, there's a very high chance your family is not going to speak to you for many years. So are you okay? Are you really willing to risk all that for the person you love? And two, usually what I've seen is that people who are very proud about their caste, from a privileged caste, they usually kind of, if you get married outside of like your caste, they kind of push you away. They don't talk to you for the rest of your life, like cousins and family. Are you okay to go through all of that? And two, like Vitujan said, you have to be ready to defend your husband or wife for the rest of your life, because this person's, even though you shouldn't, the fact that I'm even saying this is a mindfuck. Like, I know, what are you defending for, bro?
No, it's like my missus. She defends the fuck out of me. But
you know what's mad? It's like no one should. You're just a human,
I know.
Why am I getting defended? Why
First of all, I don't need no defending. I'll fucking.
But that's what I'm saying. It's the fact that it's not needed. What without realizing.
No, but you're saying that. But again,
you're making someone feel shit just even defending them.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Like just saying, just being there for them, having to protect them from this family is without realizing making you feel shit.
I get what you're saying. Like it's fucked up the fact that you have to defend them in this day and age. But I'm saying if like the other person, because he willingly came forward and told him, listen, I belong to this lower caste or whatever. The fact that he's coming forward to say that, to explain that to her, already tells you that he's been through a lot.
Exactly.
He's been put down in his life, and that's probably why he had the motivation.
He thought, let me not waste my time.
Yeah,
straight to the point.
Yeah, he's done so well with himself because he's put down his entire life. I don't want to be that guy and say, you know what, like fight for it. But at the end of the day, it's a physical battle and it's also a mental health battle. Yeah, imagine that your other half is not respected purely because of something he can't help with.
I feel like some people might just not want the other person to go through something so negative because they know how their family is. So they might do it for them. Do you get it? You might be like, you know what? You're such a nice person. If you come into my family, you're gonna get so disrespected that I'd rather you not even be part.
A lot of potential good love stories, lives, take a bad turn because of things like this. It ends there and then.
Exactly. And one thing I wanted to mention also is another thing she said in that thing was the fact that he's accomplished so much, and it's sad that he has to kind of prove himself. You know what that reminded me? There was this interview I watched of A.R. Rahman, where they asked him something about like, you're from a different religion, but like you're Muslim, but you made it so big and stuff, And the one thing he said was like talent, if you're really talented and if you are the best at what you do, they will look past caste and religion and all of that. But what was sad about that statement, I think, is that why is it that people who are less privileged always have to accomplish too much to even get recognized? What, like she said, like why did he has to show so much accomplishment to get accepted,
more than the average person.
So for example, an A.R. Rahman can only become an A.R. Rahman because he's out of the world with music. If he was an average musician,
if he was a Davis Sri Prasad,
like if he was an average, Davis Sri Prasad, no, legit. If he was just an average musician, he might have not even got that average position because of his religion. And even like for example, Ilayaraja, he comes from a less privileged caste. But let's be honest, Ilayaraja only made it because he's
out of the norm.
Out of the norm.
But you know his early stories, where people say that the reason why he makes people fall on his feet is because of all the shit that they put him through when he first entered cinema.
Oh, is it?
Because back then, like music directors were only people that were of higher caste, like all these things. Now the only people of high caste were able to enter the enter cinema using like if they have a good instrument and stuff. And obviously he came out of nowhere, this guy, and he's killing it. So he said he had to do a lot of begging, not begging, but he said he was put down a lot, and eventually he makes it, he becomes bangers, and now he makes other people fall on his feet, which is sort of a gangster thing to do, but it's also, why are you doing what they did to you? Like, you know what I mean?